There is now another option to combat the affordable housing crisis here in Columbus. It's called an accessory dwelling unit. So it's a smaller secondary home on a single family lot.
And Councilmember Beatty led the passage of that legislation just weeks before the end of his time on council. Today he sat down with NBC4's Isabel Cleary to reflect back on the past year of work.
For Councilmember Beatty, housing was a top priority for his year on City Council. And now, with just 2 meetings left in his appointment, he was able to pass a piece of legislation that for him hits close to home.
I had the opportunity to build an ADU for my mother, who's in her 80s, to live with my sister, but be able to live independently, have her own space, and but provide that multi-generational living that I'm sure is going to contribute to her long-term care.
Before now, if you wanted to build an accessory dwelling unit, or ADU, it was a lengthy and complicated process.
We heard from many stakeholders and individuals, some who wanted to build an ADU and found that the process was overwhelming or burdensome. And then we also found from testimony from those who had built ADUs, even some of them were actually architects and professionals, how difficult the process was.
Now, those interested will be able to more easily build a smaller secondary home on their property for their best use, whether that's housing an elderly relative or renting it for additional income.
The outpouring of interest has been overwhelming, actually.
Beatty is proud to have this legislation under his belt before his last council meeting, but says this is just the first step.
We've got a long way to go. When I came into council, being in the outside, I was a little hurry in many ways. But when I met with people in the various departments, they are very committed to helping us solve this housing crisis, getting more housing built, investing in existing housing.
The city is working on a guidebook to make it easier to understand how ADUs work. It takes about 3 to 4 months to make and is expected to be released in the spring of next year. Local for you at City Hall, I'm Isabel Cleary, NBC4.
Thanks for watching. For more NBC4, download the NBC4 streaming app. You'll get free 24/7 local programming streamed straight to your living room. Just search NBC4 Columbus on your Apple TV, Amazon Fire, Roku, or Samsung device.